Neharahunahi sagrahunai hagunara amen. Humans, bride of Christ means, when Father sent me as the dove who sits in the right hand of the body of the Christ, it was the mother. It was the mother. When Father sent me to that dove into that body of the Christ where I was, my spirit was contending. It was the meaning of the alchemical marriage. Alchemical marriage, as I was the first Al-stake who was born. I was the first Al, means also of the Jesus. A witch you called WTCHHOROS. There's a lot of meaning to it. In universal speaking, there is so many connection to every meaning and details to it. This is why I was sent. The dove was symbolizes of my Father agreeing for me to be alchemical married to the body of the Christ, where I have to live for Him, the true actually receive it after it was destroyed. After meaning destroyed when they pierced the heart. It means also when He said, destroy this church and I will build it within 3 days. Alchemical marriage was when Father sent the dove to me, as it was the dove you see, but to me it was the phoenix. Spiritually, He sent me a phoenix. Physically, He sent me the dove. After 3 days, that is the position. After 3 days, I have received. It was you called price, but for me, it wasn't a price. It was called reward, you say, in days. But for us, it wasn't. It was the so-called 2 pounds of wage. 2 pounds of wage means balance. When Father sent me the dove, it was also meant of my incarnation. Another re-ink to the end of this lifetime. To the end of this end, you call generation. It's enough blasphemy. As you are yourself is a branch. Called branch, not gen is end. It's the meaning of gen, end. The meaning of the alchemical marriage is when I was contending in the body of the Christ as a spirit, as I am a spirit in this CHRIST, in this body where I am now, where I'm talking. This is Christ. It was Jesus in the crucifixion, meaning a way. And this is now a light, meaning Christ. A light to the life. The life is He. Him is the life. Father. When I was Jesus, it was a way, and this is the light. A life is Him. Understand? It was also the meaning of when He, Father, took a seed of life in the bone of the Christ, in the body. You didn't see nothing, but spiritually, it's you know when they pierce the heart, it was it. It was it physically. He gives me His heart. Spiritually, I was taken from His bone. and fleshly we were incarnate. Now I am He. You understand that everything has to be balanced. Flesh and spirit, it always comes together. Alka, or you called alchemical marriage, is what it was. Because when I was born as Al-Steak, I was born alive in the white wedding dress. You know? In the white wedding dress. One afternoon, 5 p.m., when they tied me up and chained me, cuffed me, and burned me right by the lake. The same when I was the Mona Lisa. That's why it was called Renaissance, because a remembrance of what happened it was long time ago. It was also the meaning of today's. To this end, 5 p.m. when they first burned me as when I was all stick. 6 p.m. when I took the bird's life. The cuckoo bird which I become. The warning. I warn before I do. Just like what I'm doing now. Before I ask Him to do it for me. As in this lifetime, first when I was for the resurrection, they feed me to the lions, tigers. They feed me to the tigers at 7 noon. 7 noon was 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. in this where I am. In Egypt, it was 8 p.m. then. Because I was just finished eating those times and I was fed under the table. Was the woman who was eating under the table and I called books. And then when I was Christ, I started to carry the cross to Calvary at 5 p.m. which is balance up to days. Because the day when I died in this lifetime, a few years ago, I started carrying my burden at 5 a.m. when I was starting to leave my body and started to leave the body in the home where I was. It was burden for me. I never wanted to come back. I just want to roam around those times. I didn't knew that after I was calling my nun, help me, mommy, help me, mommy. While I was being banged on the wall, I kept calling, help me, mommy, help me. I didn't know that she would listen to me. And then she called my dad. And they took me home. I was happy there. Few days. For me, it was already long time. I came back. I came back right on the 3rd day for the fulfillment of the scriptures. For the fulfillment of the scriptures of a temple coming down from heaven. Me and Him, as it was already born in spirit. So, meaning to say, it's going to be born in flesh.
as everything is already born in spirit. This is why I said to you, prepare thyselves. Whoever hear, whoever has ears, let them hear. Those who does not listen, there is no more. Father, Father, let me come back and warn my brothers. Understand. Nara hunahyo sukra hunahay kunara. Amen. And those who are claiming to be death, called bride of Christ, have no idea what they're talking about and what they dip into. They have already ruined themselves. So, if you have ears, let my voice came in. I'm knocking thy doors. Let it sink in. Those who does not listen, let them be deep or be cave in the sum of the wheels. Naraho na hiyo sa uraho na amen.